Hey, what's up? This is Adam with Aerial Motion Photography, and just like the title says, my Mavic Mini was attacked by bees. And I don't mean just one bee, 10 bees, 20 bees, like hundreds of bees attacked my Mavic Mini the last time I was flying. And it's a crazy story, just the way it played out. I was filming and taking some pictures of a house, and as I was looking through the camera, filming with my Mavic Mini, just trying to get things dialed in, I started seeing all these things flying by, what I thought were leaves, and I thought maybe since it was kind of windy, like the trees were just blowing off leaves and they're flying by. And then I'm like, I'm already above these trees, so where are these leaves coming from? But still, so I just flew up and I flew to like a different place. And then I still see it just coming by and coming by, and I'm like, what is it? So I just snap a few pictures and then I zoom in on my phone and I see it, and it's just a swarm of bees just covering my whole drone, flying into it, crashing into it. I almost thought, like, is it possible that if these motors get jammed from smashing into bees, is the drone just gonna fall out of the sky? And I just really couldn't believe what was going on. It's like they were like honed in, either trying to attack it, I'm guessing because the sound, maybe it sounded like a bee that was trying to like take over their new hive, I guess. Or maybe they thought this was like the queen bee and they're all coming to do whatever bees do, like pollinate flowers and stuff. But I don't know what it was, and all I knew is that I just wanted to land my drone and kind of get out of the situation. And it's just crazy, just the mayhem and the carnage that is just left over. There's pollen everywhere. I guess these red splatters, you could probably guess what that is. Just tons of like sticky stuff. And then lots of, so I was really careful when I first landed this. I made sure it was far away from myself, and also that I didn't touch it too much, because these are actual stingers. And this thing was just lined with stingers. And then also this like weird spot right here, it was like one like dramatic drop of honey, I think. Just like one little honey drop was just on there. And I don't know, it was actually just a really scary flight. Like, I think that's part of a bee right there. It was just crazy, and I wasn't sure what kind of bees these were, if they're just bumblebees. I don't know too much about insects, but I know there's the Africanized bees, which are actually like killer bees. And I've just heard stories about people just getting swarmed by bees and just getting sent to the hospital or having worse things happen to them. And yeah, so I just wanted to make sure I landed this far away from myself. Just, you know what, they can have the Mini if that's what they really want. And it seemed like once I got lower, maybe about like 10, 15 feet away from the ground, as I started coming down, the bees kind of disappeared. But before that, wherever I was flying, the bees were like keeping up perfectly with the drone. And it was just like a whole like frenzy of bees. And I was really trying not to cause much destruction, or I didn't want to like kill a lot of bees. So I was just trying to go slow, just bring it back and not fly it and not chop things up any longer than I guess was needed to be done. But it was crazy. Luckily I had an ND filter on there that it was just like, imagine your windshield when you hit a bunch of insects. That's what the ND filter was like. So I just popped that off. I didn't want to clean it off until I made this video, but this is actually gonna be really sticky to clean off, and I'm not looking forward to it. It's just a crazy story. I don't know if any of you guys have ever had your drones attacked by anything, bees. I know one time when I was filming in Alaska, we were going on like a wild river rafting trip, and I was filming and then flying the drone as we were going down the river, and actually an eagle started flying like kind of hovering around the drone and kind of just making like that like eagle sound, like, and I was like, no way, is that eagle falling? And the tour guide's like, you know what? I've heard that eagles have actually like attacked drones, and they're strong enough to where they can just grab your drone and then just take it straight to their nest or something, and you'll never get the drone back. So I took the guy's advice and I just brought the drone back. But One thing I guess I didn't really realize is just how alive the sky really is. I think when I'm just concentrating on my screen, all I see is kind of like two-dimensional things like trees, houses, land, water. But just like how the ocean, there's a lot of life, there's also a lot of life up in the sky. And that's just something to be aware of. Basically, that's my story. It's crazy. I don't know. Has this ever happened to you guys? Drop it down in the comments. Do you think it was like the sound, or was it just, did they think I was like an actual bee? So I'm going to conclude the video just like that. My name's Adam. As always, fly safe, take care, peace.